Hey everyone, welcome back to my backyard slash vineyard. In my previous video, I promised you I would get back on Anxious People by Backmann. So here we are. Now I have to admit I have a serious crush on Backmann. If it were up to me, I would run away and get married to him. Unfortunately, he's married, has 2 kids, and lives somewhere in Scandinavia, so he's not really available, but still. The books that he writes are emotional, they're touching, endearing. I mean, they're perfect. So, first book I read by Backmann is My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry. It's a coming-of-age novel about a little girl, which is an exception, because usually those books are about little boys, so I like that. She's being bullied, she doesn't fit in, and she loses her only friend, which happens to be her grandmother. Ove, a man called Ove, is also fantastic. It took me a while before I really enjoyed the book. I even put it away for a bit because I didn't like Ove's, grumpy old man style. But when you continue to read, you understand why he is such a grumpy old man, and that he is in fact actually a gentleman. And the people he loves, maybe there are not that many, but if you are in his heart, you will stay there forever. And he is truly a knight in shining armor. So I guess you understand why I had high expectations of Anxious People. But first, let me tell you a bit about Anxious People. There are a lot of characters. There is a robber who obviously needs money and therefore decides to rob a bank. Unfortunately, the bank doesn't carry cash because it's an online bank only. So that's a bit of an issue. The robber decides to flee and flees into an apartment building where there is an apartment for sale, and at that moment there is an open house. So there are about 8 or 9 people, I believe, in the apartment to look at it, whether they want to buy it or not. So the robbery turns into a hostage situation. All these people in the apartment, we all learn more about them. Some are nice, some are not so nice. Then there are 2 policemen, Jim and Jack, and they are father and son. There's also a psychologist, there's also a suicide. 10 years prior to the robbery, someone jumped off a bridge, and that act has had serious impact on a lot of people. And you will read, for a while it will remain very unclear why that is the case, why this is mentioned, but you will find out. Now, Backmann is very strong in creating a main character. And there, in his previous books, there are also quite a few side characters. And that's fine. And that really is actually helpful, because these side characters tell the story of the main character. At least they really contribute to that story about the past, about the current way of living. You'll understand the person, the main person, much, much better. Now, Anxious People has a lot of characters, and for a while it was, at least to me, unclear who is the main character, whom is the person that I should like or dislike. It becomes clear, but it takes a while. Now, Backmann did that with Ove as well, so obviously I gave him the opportunity to show me that he created another fantastic book. It took quite a while, and that is a bit of a downside to this book. I think because there are so many characters in the book, that is a bit, that he diluted somehow a bit. It's a bit of a pity. However, as I said before, Backmann is fantastic with emotions, with empathy, and he shows you why all these people are doing what they are doing, what happened in the past, who are they, and why are they like this. He's a master at that, and again, he does that here very, very well. Now, Backmann made me cry in Ove, and also I got definitely teary-eyed with the little girl book, My Grandmother, etc. And here I was convinced that that would not happen, because I like the book, I appreciate the book, but it didn't touch my heartstrings the way the other books did. But I did cry. And funny thing, it didn't happen over the book itself. It happened when I read the word of thanks. So I'm not going to tell you what he wrote, but Backmann had very good and serious reasons why he wrote this story. He explains that there. And that was so emotional that, well, I cried again. So, should you read this book? Yes, you should, because you should read all Fredrik Backmann's books. Is it as fantastic as Ove and My Grandmother, etc.? No, it's not. But you know, that's the way it is. You can have only one favorite book, I guess. And you know, I even have two by Backmann, so that is already phenomenal. And are you a first-time reader? Well, you know, try this one, and then you'll have the opportunity to read more by him, and these books are even better. How great is that? So, read this book. Thanks guys for watching. This was it. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you enjoyed my review. Leave a comment if you like. That would be really nice. Oh fuck. Oh no, sorry for swearing. I thought the video stopped, but it didn't. So thank you for watching, and also thank you for liking and leaving a comment. Bye.